Hey everybody, welcome to our live. I am Heather and we are coming to you live each and every day so you learn more about Luminess. We are here Monday through Friday for you guys. And let me check this mic real quick to make sure. All right, we're good. All right. So we come to you live each and every day so you learn more about Luminess. You can ask questions, you can see it being done, but we are here for you. So let's go over the basics. That's what we like to cover each and every time, just so we know that there's people at different levels, different stages of Luminess. And so this is one of our starter kits. This is the icon. We also have the legend and the breeze. And then they all come with foundation. They all come with the 2 bottles of foundation, your love and blush. The blush is super high pigmented. It does bloom, as they say. So we only have to use 2 drops of that. So it's pretty amazing there. And then the love is something, it's a highlighter, it's a hydrating illuminator. It's going to give your skin some luminosity. And it might be something you use every day. It might not be something you use every day. You can kind of pick and choose. And then here are the steps that we want you to practice. And we want you just using the area, you can move that stylus around, just feel that, keeping it 4 finger widths away. And then you can put water in here and airbrush water on your face to test how light you have to pull back on the sugar. You do not want to pull back all the way because that's going to let everything out, and that's not what we want. So make sure you pull back super light on that trigger. Hello, Maria. Good morning. Good morning, Martin. Notifications not working again. All right. Oh, the primer, our Velvet Veil. The Velvet Veil is amazing. Yes, a little bit goes a long way. It is in this kind of bottle form right here. And I actually take this off and just go boop, boop, and slide that around to make it, might as well go ahead and use it. Hey, Debbie, good morning. So I'm just using what's on the dropper. And I'm gonna put it under my eyes. Now this is something you definitely want to put on before airbrushing, and then you will airbrush right over it. I tap it into place, of course. And then I'm gonna do this to get on this side. Also work it in sections. So don't put all of it in one area or like all over your face and then move it around. You definitely want to work it in sections, because once it's set, it's set. All right, perfect. We're right there. I'm going to start out with our CC concealer, and of course I'm using the Breeze. Good morning, everybody. Put some drops in here, my Breeze, about 3 drops. And I'm going to use the CC concealer as pre-coverage. So I'm going to go on my lids, under my eyes. Now remember, when you're airbrushing, you're never in one spot twice, but there's overlap. I know the Velvet Veil makes it just a flawless look, but it works with the airbrush. So you only want to airbrush over it, and you'll find that it's a blur, so it's going to blur those fine lines and wrinkles and crinkles. And then your let me get this guy out. You'll find that you probably don't need as much because even with my redness, it does help kind of hide that redness, and so you're set after that. So Martin says, I like wearing it by itself. Yeah, I've seen people on Facebook like do it on one hand and show you, and it's amazing, like night and day difference on what it will do. All right, so now I'm going to grab I'm using, no, that's not what I want to use. JK. Okay, I'm using Rose, which is the medium to full coverage. And I'm using shade 3. Now, because I did the primer, that already set me up for success as far as some coverage. Then I use my CC concealer for some coverage. So I have my pre-coverage. So chances are I won't have to use as many drops with the rose. The rose is full, medium to full coverage. So you maybe only have to use 4 or 5 drops to get the coverage that you want, because it's we already got some work in, and being that it's full coverage, it's more pigment, and so you can just go in. And I love how this smells. Hey Judy, good to see you. Maria says, I think the secret is getting the right color to your face. Well, and that's the one thing, Maria, that I find is that people feel like they have the wrong shade, and they don't necessarily have the wrong shade. They're just not airbrushing the right way. And I when I do the lessons, that's what I talk about constantly, because people get the system and then they put it on like traditional makeup. And so this does go on differently. You don't want to see it go on. And so that goes against everything that we've learned with traditional makeup. And so it is retraining our brains into thinking Luminess and not necessarily traditional. All right. So of course, you know, I'm going to do some contouring. I like my contouring. So just go down here a little bit. And do a little bit more here. Hey, Billy. Hola, Stephanie. Good to see you. Do a little bit up here. And there we go. So I have a little bit of contouring on. Now I'm going to take my Optics palette, which I love. It's it has all of the shimmers in it. You can use them in so many different ways, but I like just doing a little bit of shimmer right on that high cheekbone area and down my nose and right there. You can even swipe that boop, on your lids to give it a little bit of shine. Now I'm going to take our Nude and Naughty palette. We missed you. I'm so sorry you were in the hospital. So now I'm going to take kind of a medium brown. We're going to use the Persuasion eyeliner in the Cocoa. And so I'm going to keep it kind of neutral. And I can go in. But it really dresses up the eye. Like if you want to take it to the next level. And take it up a notch. You can just stick with, and I've showed y'all this before, you can just stick with the eyeshadow and even line with the eyeshadow with an angled brush. But because my sleeves are fancy today, we're going to take it up a notch. And so I just added that color in my crease, and now I'm going to go in with kind of a bronzy color that's still in the Nude and Naughty, and just tap that right on my lid. Right there. And it just kind of jazzes it up, right? Just those little steps can really, really make a difference. And then if you need to go in, let me get my little mirror and kind of blend that in, you can, but it doesn't take much at all. And then I can go in with my Persuasion eyeliner, and I love this. I love the Temptation. I love the Persuasion eyeliners. They go on very smooth. You're lightly dragging it right at that lash line. So just tickle that lash line right there. And if you look down while doing this, this stretches your eye in the way you need it stretched. Okay. So see how that just makes such, it just kind of finishes the look a little bit, but takes it up a notch. And then I can go in right there. Oh, wow. 2 months. And right in there. And then at this point, if you wanted to line underneath, you could. but you don't have to have that kind of that Marilyn Monroe line from the top. But what it will be important is the mascara, because you'll definitely want mascara. So I'm going to take a little bit. And using the larger part of the mascara brush, I'm getting the mascara on. And the thinner part, I can really get to the inside corner. And we'll brush it underneath. Right there. All right. So when going with lips, we can keep it neutral. We can, you know, because if we want those eyes to pop, it's popping with that eyeliner. Even if we wanted to go in and pop them up a little bit more, I can go in with a darker color and just put it right here in my crease. Right there. And see how that just, boom, that can pop it up even more. So when creating your look and when you're jazzing it up, the darkness, a matte darkness in the corner is going to make the eyes pop. The lightness is going to open up the eye. So if you want to do a smoky eye, you can do a smoky eye, but depending on your eye shape, maybe don't bring in the smokiness all the way, or do a medium smoky eye. It doesn't have to be a deep, like dark brown or black eye. You can do something very neutral, okay? I do have a little bit of gloss on. And so I'm going to take my, you know, my favorite one, Dusty Rose. Thank you, Judy. Hello, Renee from Turkey. How is Turkey? So amazing. What time is it there, Renee? And going in here, finish lining. Yes, yes. Cindy said she loves eye makeup because wearing glasses, it helps her eyes stand out better. And that is so true. You know, it's easy to hide behind the glasses, but you can see through them. So having a good, like, go-to eye, staple eye, that a neutral eye, really, really works very nicely. All right, so now I'm going to take Waltz with our shim. Oh, 5:45. Oh, how fun, a boat tour. It looks so beautiful. All right, so now I'm going in and I have Waltz. Now, Waltz might seem like a darker color, like more of a, maybe not a summer color, but we can change that. So we can kind of jazz it up. I'm putting a little bit of our lip jelly to make it a little more. Oh, good, Renee. We miss you, Renee. So I just added a little bit of gloss with the lip jelly, but another option you could do, and I'm like, those of you who are like afraid to wear bright colored lips and you're like, I don't know, one, always try something different before you take your makeup off. So in the evening before you go to bed, try that bright color, try that something that's going to, you know, push you a little bit. Because you're going to take your makeup off and then it won't matter, right? So another way you can do that. So I have, and I do this a lot of times, if I put a lipstick color on and I'm like not 100% digging it, instead of removing it, I can add some color to it. So I just added, which one is this one? Calypso Red, which is super bright. But because I put it with Waltz and I had a shimmer over, or the lip jelly, it's not as bright. So anything you want to add with a lip jelly will soften it a bit. So just keep that in mind when doing it. But always have your staple eyeshadow, your go-to, that if you're like, I don't know what to do, I'm not feeling it today, you know, you can do this color, this color, or this color. And then you can always step it up, because I could have stopped at one shade. I could have stopped at 2 and threw on mascara. I did the eyeliner to take it up a notch. And then I did a little bit of my crease, which I see this little edge I need to blend. To soften that edge. And then we're good. We're golden. So there you go. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching on this Tuesday. I will see you guys tomorrow. Debbie says, yes, it does. Yes, it does. Well, thank you so much, Renee. Thank you for jumping in and saying hello. We really appreciate that. And I hope everybody has a great Tuesday, and I will see you tomorrow for our Wednesday. All right, talk to you soon. Bye for now.